Honda, the last of the top 5 legacy car makers, is investing $40 billion in electric vehicles and solid-state batteries. Over the next decade, Honda will invest more than $64 billion in R&D and development of new vehicles and services, with $40 billion going directly into electric vehicle development. Honda intends to launch 30 new EV models by 2030, with a solid-state battery production batch ready in 2 years. Hey guys, welcome back to EV Zone. In today's video, we are going to discuss Honda and its cheaper electric SUV. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you don't miss any of our amazing videos. Following the announcements of nearly every other major North American, European, and Asian automaker's electrification plan, it's time for Honda, the last holdout, to unveil its $40 billion e-mobility 2030 strategy. It won't be an easy transition for the manufacturer of one of the most reliable and peppy internal combustion engines on the market, but Honda has eased into an EV partnership with GM over its Ultium platform, which will result in the first electric Acura. It also intends to develop the sub-$30,000 unicorn category of electric cars that Tesla has put on hold in order to focus on the yet-to-be-released Cybertruck or Roadster 2 models. Here are the highlights of Honda's portfolio electrification strategy for 2030. First, Honda will work to transform its business portfolio by shifting its focus from non-recurring hardware product sales to recurring business, in which Honda continues to provide various services and value to its customers after the sale via Honda products that combine hardware and software. Second, Honda will invest approximately 5 trillion yen in electrification and software technologies over the next 10 years to accelerate its electrification, including both R&D expenses and separate investments. Honda's total R&D expenses for this period are expected to be around 8 trillion yen. Honda intends to launch 30 EV models globally by 2030, with an annual production volume of more than 2 million units. Third, Honda will invest approximately 43 billion yen in the construction of a demonstration line for the production of all solid-state batteries and will accelerate research with the goal of beginning demonstration production in spring 2024. The 5 trillion yen in direct electric car outlays, as well as the 8 trillion yen in total R&D investment over the next decade, are noteworthy. Honda, like Toyota or Volkswagen, intends to invest more than $340 million in transitioning from current battery technologies to solid-state batteries, with the goal of having a production batch ready in the next 2 years. That's an ambitious goal, given that the largest EV battery manufacturer, CATL, is skeptical of any timeline for mass solid-state battery production that begins before 2030. This is the year that most legacy automakers have set as the tipping point for fully electrifying their lineups, and Honda has ceased to be the last holdout, aiming to have 30 EV models and 2 million units in annual production volume by then. Honda unveiled its second low-cost electric SUV, the ENP1, which has a range of up to 320 miles on a single charge and a base price of $26,160. The ENP1 is a step toward the company's goal of occupying the affordable EV niche by offering several sub-$30,000 electric vehicles by 2027. Since Tesla has dominated the luxury EV market, Honda will attempt to position itself as a manufacturer of affordable electric vehicles. Its collaboration with GM on the Ultium EV platform will aim to produce a range of sub-$30,000 cars by 2027, and given how ENP1 performed in today's difficult supply chain environment, the task appears feasible. GAC Honda also announced a new EV plant that will be operational in 2024, as Honda is planning to introduce 10 ENP1 series EV models by 2027, among which the aforementioned cheaper EVs will undoubtedly appear. Honda launched the EN brand to create a pure electric vehicle with unique Honda characteristics in the new era. The E stands for energized and electric, and the N stands for new and next. The EN series products are all-electric vehicles aimed at Chinese consumers. Honda plans to launch 10 pure electric models in the Chinese market over the next 5 years, with plans to expand those models globally in the coming years. The EN architecture has 2 drive styles, EN Architecture F and EN Architecture W. The former is a front-wheel drive architecture that will be available on mid-size and small models, while the latter will include both AWD and RWD versions that will be available on mid-size and large models. The Honda ENP1 is based on a fully electric ENF architecture, which features a dual-motor drivetrain with peak outputs of 134 kilowatts and 150 kilowatts. GAC Honda sells the SUV with a 3-year or 120,000 kilometer warranty while the actual electric drivetrain, which includes the battery, motors, and their electric controls, is covered by an 8-year or 150,000-kilometer warranty. There is also free roadside assistance and biannual checkups, as well as 5 years of OTA software updates. Not bad for a low-cost electric SUV, emblazoned with the storied Honda logo. The Honda ENP1 is one of the first models in China's EN series. The car's dimensions are 4390, 1790, 1560 mm with a wheelbase of 2610 mm. The vehicle's high waistline and large multi-spoke wheels added to its sportiness from the side. The slender headlights are integrated into the polygonal closed central grid in the front. The Honda H logo on the front face is also illuminated. The traditional H logo has been replaced in the rear by the text Honda. The car's interior features a 10.25-inch LCD instrument screen, a 15.2-inch central control screen, and EN-OS, Honda's latest full-stack intelligent control ecosystem. The Honda Connect 3.0 Intelligent Guidance Interconnection System and the Honda Sensing 360 Advanced Driving Assistance System are included in the EN-OS. To achieve 360-degree sensing, the Honda Sensing 360 Advanced Driving Assistance System includes 5mm wave radars in the front and corners of the vehicle. This system will be the first to be used in vehicles sold in China in 2022. Furthermore, the Honda ENP1 supports remote door, window, and air conditioning control, as well as the DMC driver status perception system, which recognizes the driver's state, detects emotional changes, and actively sends safety reminders to drivers. The Honda ENP1 powertrain is available in 2 configurations, each with 1 electric motor. Version 1 has a 134 kilowatt 310 Nm motor, a 53.6 kilowatt-hour battery, and a range of 420 kilometers. Version 2 has a 150 kilowatt 310 Nm motor, a 68.8 kilowatt-hour battery, and a range of 510 kilometers. The ternary lithium battery in the car was developed in collaboration with CATL. So why Honda targeted China instead of US? CEO Toshihiro Mibe stated that the automaker intends to phase out all vehicles except battery electric and hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. According to the executive, Honda will initially focus on China and will phase out internal combustion engines completely by 2040. China is at the forefront of technological innovation, so we will seek to rapidly respond by introducing leading-edge technologies and products for our Chinese customers, Mibe said during an online presentation. China has the world's largest automobile market and some of the world's worst pollution. Beijing regulators have set increasingly stringent targets for new energy vehicles and are said to be considering a total ban on internal combustion engines. All 3, EN, EN SUV, and EN GT, as well as future BEVs and hydrogen vehicles, will be manufactured at 2 new Chinese assembly plants that Honda will establish with partners GAC and Dongfeng. These plants will act as an export hub, supporting Honda's global transition to a zero-emissions manufacturer. The proportion of EVs and FCVs in our overall sales in all major markets, including China, will be increased to 40% by 2030, 80% by 2035, and 100% globally by 2040, Mibe said. What's the key takeaway? We all know that a car that costs $26,000 in China will cost much more in the United States, but imagine if Honda offered something like this, a 5-door compact SUV with a good driver assistance package for around $30,000, Honda would be unable to meet the demand. There is no indication that Honda intends to sell the ENP1 in America, which makes sense given that Americans have a near limitless appetite for cars costing $60,000 or more. But if it could use a fast charge with at least 100 kilowatts of power, it would be a fine car for 3/4 of all Americans. Honda, if you build it, they will come. And that's for today's video. We sincerely hope you enjoyed the video. If so, give it a like and share it with your friends and family. Let us know if you have any questions or comments in the section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more of our incredible videos. You can also watch our other videos that have been specially selected for you. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.